Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Jody Parsons and I'm excited to share with you a brief video that explains why some kids get chronic ear infections while others do not. First of all, we need to understand that even though ear infections are extremely common, they are absolutely not normal. So why does your child keep getting them? Well, it's not because they keep walking through a cloud of bacteria. It's because fluid is accumulating in their ear, inflaming the tissue, and creating stagnant fluid. And stagnant fluid is the perfect environment for virus or bacteria to set up shop. But why? Why aren't their ears draining? When you take a bite of food, it doesn't just drop down into your stomach from gravity. Your esophagus is a muscle that milks the food down. That's why you can swallow even if you're standing on your head. It's the same process in your ear. There's a muscle called the tensor veli palatini muscle that is the key to all of this. Its job is to milk the fluid out of your ears so it can drain down your throat. In kids that get chronic ear infections, the tensor veli palatini muscle is spasmed and not letting fluid through the eustachian tube. So why would this muscle be in spasm? Well, 9 times out of 10, we can trace it back to the birth process. The tensor veli palatini muscle gets its nerve supply from the top part of your neck, which is also the most vulnerable part of a baby during the birth process, especially if there is a forceps, vacuum, or C-section delivery where there's a tremendous amount of stress placed on a child's neck. The nerve to the tensor veli palatini gets irritated and stops working. Fluid doesn't drain and the child gets an ear infection. Can antibiotics help that? Does drilling a hole through here seem like the best solution? No, it doesn't. And that's why the American Academy of Pediatrics and countless medical research articles have said for decades to not give antibiotics to kids with ear infections, because not only do they not help, they significantly increase their risk for getting future ear infections as well as allergies and asthma. In fact, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics, they're better off doing nothing at all. But what can you do? Well, the number one thing is to get the tensor veli palatini muscle to start working again. And that's where chiropractic comes in. With gentle and specific adjustments, we can get the kink out of the child's neck, restore the nerve supply to the tensor veli palatini muscle, and the ears start to drain. We see this happen every day in our office. But you don't have to take our word for it. We can do a thorough and non-invasive nerve scan on your child that will tell us definitively if nerve interference is the cause of the ear infections. And if it is, we can help. The technology that we use in our office is extremely state-of-the-art, and in fact, it's used by the space program to assess astronauts' ability to go into space. It's non-invasive, it's painless, there's absolutely no radiation involved, and when we use it, we are able to know exactly what's happening without any guesswork. The scan here that we see is the image that we get as a result of the technology, and if you see where those red lines are at the top of the neck, that is in the exact area where nerves supply ear, nose, and throat. So when we see stress to the nerve system in that area, we know that there's stress to the ear, nose, and throat systems. After a series of safe and gentle adjustments, we see the complete clearing of the nerves in the upper neck. And that's exactly what we want to see. And this is the scan of a kiddo in our office who came to us for ear infections and no longer has them. So wouldn't it be great if your child was the next chiropractic story? I absolutely would love to help you figure that out. We are located in southern Chester County, Pennsylvania, in Avondale, West Grove area, and would love to spend some time, meet with you, meet your child, and talk about how chiropractic could potentially help with your kids' ear infections. But if you are not in this area and you happen to be watching this video, contact us anyway. We have connections of other chiropractors all around the world doing the exact same work that we are. We'd love to help you get you set up with somebody. So thank you so much for taking your time to watch this, and I hope to speak with you soon.